After just 3 months, it seems like Ubisoft may be ready to throw in the towel on XDefiant. Pitched as a competitor to Call of Duty, featuring characters from various titles such as Splinter Cell, The Division, and Rainbow Six, XDefiant looked poised to take on Activision mainstay Call of Duty. The free to play title came out in May 2024 and saw over 8 million players give the game a shot in its first week. However, it seems very few have stuck around, as according to Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming, internally, optimism for the game has shifted, primarily due to the game's continuously declining player numbers and lack of player spending. One source told me that the game has been struggling to obtain 20,000 concurrent players across all of its platforms, whereas another said they, being Ubisoft, would probably be happy with that number, suggesting that it's now much lower. The declining numbers have created tension and anxiety within the team, with sources who spoke to me believing that more layoffs are only a matter of time. Close quote. Things seem very dire. I don't really see how the game can possibly rebound, as the developers, Ubisoft San Francisco, have been slow to add new content, and players have moved on with Black Ops 6 just around the corner. I imagine that Black Ops 6 will take a lot of the remaining players away when it comes out fully. So I played this game when it first came out, and I did enjoy it, but I'm going to be so very honest here. I am completely washed when it comes to these shooter games. I'm over 30 now, 31, and my reflexes really aren't what they used to be. And also, and people might get upset if I mention this, but they removed skill based matchmaking from this game. In fact, removing skill based matchmaking was like a big part of the marketing around it. I know a lot of YouTubers, content creators were extremely excited with skill based matchmaking being removed. However, for the rest of us, skill based matchmaking is pretty good. I mean, when I play Call of Duty, I never feel like I'm too terribly outmatched. I'll have bad games, sure, but I'll have my fair share of good games as well. And it does keep me coming back for more. I don't know if that's like an embarrassing thing to admit. I don't know if that's something that, you know, content creators kind of overlook. The regular people who play these games don't love getting pub stomped. I know it's good for the content creators. I know it's good to get tons of eyes on it, but it doesn't help. And, I did lose interest because I was just like, I'm incredibly bad at these games now. I'm not necessarily having fun, and it's just not for me anymore. Maybe I'll try the new Call of Duty, but even from what I'm seeing in the beta, it seems to be a big learning curve. So maybe just those days have passed me by, but the removal of skill-based matchmaking, I think, didn't help this game in any way with maintaining a serious player base. And because this game is free to play, they need as many people playing this game, buying the battle pass to keep it afloat. And if players, in the quote, they said that it was potentially not even getting 20,000 concurrent players overall. That's a terrible number. That's a bad performance. So, not terribly surprising. Also, there's just like a momentum with Call of Duty having been as popular as it is. People are just going to default to it whenever they think of a shooting game like this. You have to be so much better than Call of Duty in order to knock Call of Duty off of the podium. And frankly, X Defiant is a good game. It's very competently made. It's beautiful. I love that the maps are actually colorful in a way that we've moved away from with Call of Duty, but it's not head and shoulders above Call of Duty. Even for a free to play game, it's not doing enough to separate itself from Call of Duty. And I think the just general momentum that Call of Duty has really almost blocks out X Defiant from having a lot of success. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you feel the same way I do about XDefiant potentially being, out of luck as far as the gaming world goes? Or do you think they can turn it around? I mean, part of this is they've been slow to deliver multiple seasons. I believe we're still on season 1 of XDefiant. So even those players who were like, oh, I really love this, I'm going to buy the Battle Pass, they've long since completed the Battle Pass, and season 2 isn't coming out till, I believe, the end of September. So even like the more dedicated players, they don't have much to play right now. They've already probably unlocked everything in the Battle Pass. So they've gone on to play other games. And to have the game be judged in this moment when Black Ops 6 is going to be coming out very soon, that's bad. I'm going to say it right now. It's over. XDefiant's going to be over. And that's disappointing because competition should, you know, push Activision, Microsoft to make Call of Duty better, but the competition just, goes away with a whimper. Not going to be forcing Activision to be any better. So let me know your thoughts on this game. If you think XDefiant can turn it around, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'm Brian Marr. I'm a fake nerd, and this has been some real news.